Sunday, 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 and you know what that means. I bet you do. It's a $150 freeze out, 6K guaranteed prize pool tournament final table. My name is Mike Youngblood here with the great AA Ron. Here to call the action tonight. There's a pretty good turnout here at TCH here on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you doing tonight, my
I'm
man?
decent. Not bad. Not bad. Decent.
All right, greater than zero. That's always something.
It's a step in the positive direction. We're just trying to gather little bits of momentum. But this should be actually a good one to see some fresh new faces.
We do. Yeah, I see several names already popping up there yeah, I don't feel like we've had on the broadcast before. So welcome to these new players.
Got Danny Bird here.
All right.
Legend, the underground scene. I've played at many tournaments with him online. Top pair here for Danny. Looks like, okay, so he limped on the button. Wesley limped on the cutoff. No, I think we're up.
Yeah.
Either way, we're here heads up. We've got a lead and a call, or lead and a raise. Here by Danny Boy.
Yeah, so Wesley here with second pair, backdoor straight and flush draws. But yeah, that's not very exciting when you get raised and you're out of position. So wisely just going to let that one go. And yeah, we'll have to get an idea of what the chip counts are because it looks like we've got at least one pretty short stack and then a few other players sort of with the middling stacks. Here we go. So yeah, 5 big blinds for Aaron. And then we've got Danny, Amy, and Terry sitting there nursing the sub 20 big blind stack, but still not quite in the danger zone yet. So let's see how this shakes out.
Yeah, so what are we at? We're at, looks like 4,000, 8,000 with the 8,000 big blind ante.
Yeah, so I was in this tournament earlier, and yeah, I got bounced pretty early on. So here in the booth with Mikey instead of trying to ship this thing out there on the felt. But it looks like we got Terry in the mix here, and she's going to raise it up with the ace-9 suited here to 16K. And Danny Bird going to ship it in there with the baby pocket pair of 5s. And that is going to put Terry to the test for all of her chips as she's got just under 100K behind.
Big shove here by Bird is probably going to be a little bit too much for Terry. It's just not a spot. Generally, you'll find her calling off as, I don't know, it's one of those spots where you love to be the one pushing and not the one calling. And Danny going to pick up the chips there. And he's an aggressive player. He knows where to kind of pick up chips in spots like that, but might dust those chips off as well. You never know. He's got a lot of different gears, but you can Terry it down here to 12 big blinds. We've got a promotion here that if for the ladies, hey, if you come out and play this tournament next Sunday, we started at 2 p.m. at Texas Card House North Austin, and a 6K guarantee prize pool. If you're a lady and you sign up and you play in this tournament, that is a free monthly membership to TCH. So play the tournament, get it just a whole month of membership.
That's some fantastic value right there. So Danny Bird, he's looking down to the 5s again, back-to-back 5s. He's going to bump this up and get no takers as we've got the lovely 8 deuce in the big blind. Going to lay it down and show the goods. So here we are. Let's see here. So
we've got Luis back here as the chip leader for this.
Indeed we do. And at its Kolbs? It's
Kolbs.
Okay, Instagram handle.
Okay.
Colby, all right, cool.
I feel like that there was another Colby that played this. I don't know if it's the same one.
Well, there's the Colby that stacked me on that cooler last week, and that that would not be the same Colby.
What in the world is this world coming to? I thought we put a limit on those.
Yeah,
but
I agree. We had a small freeze there, but it looks like things are going again, and we're looking down at a lot of napkins as this is just going to fold all the way through to the blinds. Jay Danger here going to min click from the small blind with the queen 10 off, and the other Colby is going to call in position ace-5, and he's going to flop top pair, but Jay Danger flopping the joint. He's got Broadway with no flush draws out there. He is loving life. And he's going to slow play it, so he's going to check it over here. And Kolbs, of course, with top pair is going to be like, well, I guess I'll put out a small value bet and sort of see what happens. That is a little over half pot, and yeah, that's not going to be good for him as this pot is going to swell. Let's see if J Danger does something sort of alarming right off the bat, or if he just smooth calls.
All right, so we have J Danger here. I guess that's implying Danger as his middle name. Is that what's happening here?
I'd like to just think that that's his entire name. Like
Okay.
he changed it, and it's just J
maybe
Danger.
it's JD Anger.
JD Anger. Okay,
Yeah,
it could
JD
be.
is angry, but can't be too upset here as Deuce peels on the turn, so still with the nuts and a check and a check. And there was a chip that was flying. We don't know if that was a bet or just a slip, but
It looks like it was a bet. JD Anger, he had to fire that out real quick, and it got away from him. Let's see if Colby finds the fold button here. This sort of looks like, what on earth did he call? And now he's betting. But yeah, he's going to put it in. He's going to find out the bad news here that he is up against the goods. Flopped Broadway. Even points at it and says, hey, did you see that? Did you see? I flopped it.
yeah, right there. That was just the biggest hand possible there, and you did not win it. I won it.
Yeah.
That's what most conversations are. No, I kid. But Mike Gimlet here with Aaron McAvoy. TCH Live Tournament Final Table, 6K guarantee. And as we review the prizes here on this fine Sunday, his tournament final first is going to be 2,256. Second, 1,551. Third, 1,163. Fourth, $881. Fifth, 635, with sixth being a 564. So for 150 buy-in, got 47 entries. Total prize pool at $7,050.
So that was the original payout structure, but we've had a deal made, and so I believe everyone here at the final table has actually agreed to pay out $500 to every position up to fourth place. And then the remainder of the prize pool is actually being split up between the top three spots. 50% of the remaining prize pool going to first, 30% to second, and 20% over to third place. So, yeah, so about 1765 for first place is what I'm hearing. So, as we get a look at this run out, looks like Terry's ace queen has held against the suited king jack of Luis. So he's going to take a hit here. Still going to be in pretty safe territory, but Terry is going to chip up nicely to 200K here.
Yeah, this has not been a slow start to this final table. We've been kind of off and at it. Again, TCH Dallas opening last night. Starting at 6 p.m., I think there was at one point, 11 tables going with it's like 28 players on the wait list.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
It would seem like a pretty busy night up there in the opening night. Right now, I think there's about 5 tables going, players on the wait list, and excited to kind of break ground there and see how all that works out. Sounds like the early reviews have been good. William Lottie in the chat, checking in from TCH Dallas. So he went to the NASCAR that got rained out, so I wandered over to the fancy new room. So that's
Nice.
our boy the Knit showing up for TCH Austin.
Yeah, go plant the flag there, buddy. Take some chips home for the good guys. But yeah, if you are reviewing this program from the greater Dallas area, go check out the new TCH location there in town. And let us know in the chat, in the comments, what you think of the new room as we continue here with the action. Wesley going to fold his 6 high under the gun. Looks like we've got some more rags. Luis over here with the pair of threes. He's going to put in a flat call. J Danger feels the same with the queen 8. Terry will complete from the small blind, and GMTKD. We'll have some fun trying to figure out what that might stand for in Fairy Tale Land.
Yeah,
or just
this could
in
be
real
a
life.
whole bit tonight.
Yeah, he's going to check his option, and he's going to make second pair here, which is currently ahead.
Do you think that's his gamer tag?
Isn't it something to do with Taekwondo or something?
I'm trying to Google it here to see if there's no direct hit here for So it could be initials and maybe like the TKD is his message for life.
Okay, so yeah, if it's Taekwondo, then it could be that could
That
be the
could be
TKD.
that, that actually.
Okay, so then GM could be like
Okay, Ty.
Grandmaster or George Malarkey, you know?
I just know
You never
not
know.
to mess with people that know karate because they're just like,
Oh, don't call it
or
karate,
any-
man. You
excuse
say
me, martial
karate, then he's
arts.
going to
I'm sorry,
Taekwondo
hey
you.
man, trying to get our grounds underneath us here.
Oh, dude, Mikey might not
Grandmaster.
last the night. He's going to find himself under a pummeling in the parking
And we
lot.
may be canceled, so this may be here to the end of our very last show on TCH Live. Episode 99, that means 100. Tomorrow, we did it. 100 episodes of TCH Live, so we're showing out. We're going to have a huge game for it. Just some of the TCH legends of local and those that have become that along the way. I've seen the list. I can't share it. It's a secret.
Oh, man.
But it is it's going to be a good one here. Get your popcorn ready.
Did we lose power? Did you lose your...
Possibly here to the chat bank, but
Oh, no.
might be user error than it is.
Mikey's toaster is struggling over there, so
Yeah.
he's going to get
Sorry,
it
I read the
rebooted.
chat. Maybe that's why I get kind of antsy with them.
Yeah, too much chatting.
Tough trying to read it through a toaster there.
Yeah, as Terry is going to pick up a small pot here on the button with Queen Jack. And yeah, Terry moved up into 4th position. Looks like we've got about 5 players all there, sort of middling out around 200K. Not too bad with an 8K big blind. As we see that go up, those stacks will get down into the more 20K or 20 big blind sort of territory. As it looks like Erin is going to ship her chips across the line. Let's see what she's working with. That is a Queen Jack of her own. So definitely a vulnerable hand. Let's see if anybody wakes up with something to call. And there's Colby with the kings. Yeah, this is sort of the best thing you can hope for here. Have a player shove all in and then look down at the kings. Wesley over here sort of wondering if he should get involved perhaps, but I
He
think
folded out already. And oh, he's got aces. Oh,
what?
Aces versus kings here on the tournament final table.
Okay.
This is kind of the big hand I think we've been waiting for to find. That's just cooler alert. Aces over kings, and we've got Queen Jack stuck in the middle there.
Yeah, so Bird is going to put in the 3-bet, and then did we just get like a snap jam?
Yeah, we got a
from Colby. Okay.
snap jam. We've already got the cards already up. That's a really sick cooler for @it's _ Colps.
Wow. Yeah, this is not looking great for him. Gonna need to find a king. Erin G also sort of up against it here with her 2 live cards though. So let's see if she can find a miracle here as well. So let's go to a flop here once we have the pots sort of situated.
Hail Mary, full of grace. Aaron hoping this flop hits her right in the face, but it does get a queen right there in the window.
Oh,
Jack on
there's
the
a jack.
turn. And an ace on the end.
God, what?
Ship it all to seat number 1. Danny makes top set on the end, and I'm sitting with a bunch of chips, 436K,
So Colby
and just an enormous pot.
Yeah, Colby had Bird out-chipped by just 26K. He's going to be sitting there with 26K after getting just coolered nearly to the felt. Aaron is going to step out here in 9th place, picking up 500. You can see there on the payouts list just what these players have agreed to. Has made a very sort of flat payout structure here. Everybody getting a piece, and then our final 3 players are going to pick up a little bit extra for their efforts. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut this out. And,
Yeah. All right, so I'm just reviewing. So Aaron getting here with 500, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th would all finish with the 500, 3rd, 1,010, 2nd, 1,265, 1st, 1,770. That's not. I don't dislike that. I think that's it.
Yeah, when everybody
it sort of
agrees.
makes you feel like, hey, if you've gotten to a final table like that, there should be something there for you.
Yeah, when everybody agrees, I think it's great. Everybody sort of enjoys getting a little bit of extra payout. It is sort of tough. I know a lot of times this tournament will pay out the top six players, and so then usually when you get down to seven, everyone agrees to pay that seventh person somewhere around their buy-in back. But yeah, this is a really nice gesture. Everybody getting on board, not worried about sort of picking up that big payday up top, and it says let's just flatten it out. Everybody gets a piece, and let's have some fun. So these players all still playing for something, but already guaranteed a little bit of profit as well.
Well, it's Kolb's going to be in here with the King 10 offsuit.
Yeah, his last 3.5 big blinds, not even quite, a little over three, and Grandmaster Taekwondo. I shouldn't say it like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah,
that was.
that is
I
like,
don't know
hold
what
on
that
there,
was.
buddy. Let's not lean into the impression too much here.
He's going to look him up, and it's not going to be looking good here, except he makes top pair. Got to dodge a heart or a jack or an ace, and he does.
All right. So that's Kolb's going to double up and then a little sum with top pair as chat has already kind of exploded. I've been trying to keep up with it. We've had so much to promote and talk about here this weekend. Again, Dallas opens. It's like the first legal card room within with the city of Dallas. I know there are clubs and all blah blah blah, but it's prim and proper, pitter patter. Let's get at her up in Dallas. So encourage you there if you haven't heard the good news. Not heard the good news on Sunday, my friend. TCH Dallas, yes, is open. So excited for that. Our 100th episode tomorrow. And who knows? We've got happier days here on Sunday. We've got our tournament final table.
Yeah. So is Bones going to be joining you in the booth tomorrow?
That
night?
is correct. So we're going to try to do a 5+ hour stream with the lineup that we have. And expect it's going to be a really, really good game. So that's with the return of Bones. It gets you back either like Thursday, I think, when Steam Duel is playing. Or when are we going to get you back? We got to get you back out on like the cash game, Fel, Micro.
Yes, indeed. We will have to try to make that happen. So we will find an opportunity here before long, as it looks like Bird was able to pick up the blinds and ante there on that last hand as we get into our next one. Kolb's here under the gun. He's just going to let that go with his newfound riches of 9 big blinds. Folds around to Wesley. He's not interested in the king 8 of clubs in the hijack. Luis here on the button. Does he do something? No, he does not. So we're going to go battle of the blinds, and in fact, it's going to be a walk. So J Danger going to pick that one up uncontested.
JD Anger at 339K. No, I kid. But again, we've got a promotion here at Texas Card House Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They're the quads jackpot. Either hit quad deuces on Tuesdays or quad trays, quad threes on Wednesday. Jackpot grows $400 every day, so it's not sitting at 1,200. So you feel like I've had people tell me all the time. I'm like, I've never seen quads in the card room so much in my life, and I'm like, okay, well, here's your chance to prove it. If you believe it's much of an anomaly. So, putting our money where our mouth is. Anyway, our chat checking in. We got Asa Hughes, producer. Show. We got super producer Carolyn behind the controls. Okay, so Grandmaster Taekwondo is what the consensus is from the chat. As I thought that could have turned into a very fun game, but if that's actually the correct answer, then
yeah, we just got there right away, I guess. So we can pretend and maybe we'll come up with something else. Although I also think that, we can continue playing with this Jay Dangler sort of thing, maybe. I don't know.
That is. I thought, we would always have serious analysis, but then it becomes every Sunday like we just make crap out of somebody's selected screen name. So
yeah, well, we mix in a little bit of the seriousness, but you gotta have some fun too.
Of course, it's try not to be too rude. yes, hello to all of our chat ranks. Thank you to Clay Martin, who provided us with this now almost empty Woodward Reserve. I've not had any of it yet. Let's see, we've got Deep Eddy also in the.
I don't know where that came from.
Boy,
but,
I'm not.
fell off the truck, perhaps, but it is
I'm
now
not,
in the booth's
not tonight,
possession.
my friend. But it is tempting in the corner. But hey, thank you, Clay. It's a Bird now sitting here with a lot of chips. Got Luis, who's played on our 5-5 stream before too. So
And Kolb's
making
here.
a name for himself on this.
Yeah, Kolb's ships in his 9 bigs, and nobody wants to tango, so he's going to pick it up there. Queen Jack of diamonds, and that is going to add 2.5 very tasty big blinds to his stack. So now he's up over 10.
Albert Padilla says, "What the hell's up with that chop? They're lucky I didn't make the final table." I was dealing for a hand for Albert today, and like he gets it in a kind of a short stack 9s versus kings, and does the whole like I'm gonna sit up and I'm bust out of the tournament and banks a 9. So
Oh,
right
man.
there in the turn against the poor lady with kings.
Oh, wow.
I felt pretty bad, but Albert with the stand up move and got a little lucky. So maybe that's a pro tip of the week.
Yeah, I've seen it work on occasion. I've also seen it not work. So the consistency of the move is
Yeah,
a little bit in question. However, it is unfortunate to hear that Albert didn't make it in here. So it's tough break there, but good run. I imagine he made it pretty close because the last time I took a look over, there were only a couple of tables remaining, and he was still in the mix. So must have come in pretty close.
Ethan,
Okay,
friend of the
13.
chat, says happy for the dealers and management team, TCH Dallas. I'll be visiting before the end of the year. Appreciate all your support and good tasteful humor along the way, Ethan. That was some really, really chat gold in there sometimes. So, all right. ATX Poker, our friend ATX Poker, checking in numerous. He had a couple different questions, but maybe you can intermingle them.
Yeah, we'll spread them out here as Amy T has shipped her 10 big blinds across the line. And, oh, we've got the obligatory show the 7 deuce in the big blind and lay it down. So we will never know what Amy shoved with, but she's going to get it through. Move on up to 12 big blinds.
It's all right. We are 8-handed here. Sunday. Again, a more flat payout than I think what we've seen before, but like I said, it's like the table agrees to it, and it's not like, man, we want to create a huge prize pool up top. It's like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's interesting, though, when you do have that really flat payout where it's like, oh, there's no money jump for like 4 spots. You
Right.
see a bunch of people just like shipping their chips in.
That's the best point is, like, now you can start to instigate a little more action. You're like a lot of these, should I raise or jam or fold? Like a lot of those are just going to become more naturally aggressive because it's just like, it's time to go. Got to rip it.
Yeah, and I do think that it's sort of lineup dependent. Some players will continue to play sort of conservatively, even though there isn't a big gain of making it another spot or two. So we'll sort of see how this plays out. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we see some relatively conservative play until we get closer to our top 3. But let's see here. We've got GM TKD on the suited Jack 10. He's going to bump this up on a stack that is a little bit low or small-ish to be opening without a jam. So he's going to put 25K into the middle. Luis is going to call here and Amy T. So 3 ways.
Oh, flops a joint. Just the nuts here with Jack 10.
Yeah, probably not going to get any action out of these opponents, but yeah, that's a theme so far, perhaps at least on 2 data points of just flopping the stone goods.
Bet it and pick it on up as we continue. TCH Live Sunday, episode 99. Tomorrow is episode 100. Special episode. Just kind of cool to sit there and go, man, we've done 100 of these live ones, and I feel pretty strong about where we're going and just the quality of the play of the cash games that we've seen. And And we're hoping to kind of just keep bringing the spice here for Sundays. So we appreciate any comments or feedback. So if you want to leave us that there within the YouTube channel. I can't believe this. It's been like 24 minutes. I've not asked anybody to hit the like button. That's got to be like a record.
Yeah, you've
I
restrained
really
yourself
try to get
well.
up and at it early on. So I think I'm slipping here, Aaron. All right, Ace
Wow.
Queen versus Ace Nine suited.
And this is the battle of the two shortest stacks at the table. So looking for some chop outs and didn't get there. Ace 9 is going to go by the wayside, and Kolb's going to get dusted here in 8th place.
Follow at its_Kolbs. But yeah, I dealt to him a little bit early on in the day. It seemed like he knew what he was doing. So it's just unfortunate that he got busted. Kings versus aces. I mean, a cooler that we rarely. I've done a lot of these tournament final tables, and it's very rare that we ever get to see that happen. But
Yeah, it doesn't come around every day, but all of us that have played this game, we remember the time that it happened to us. So sometimes that's just the way it goes. And sometimes, you're the guy with kings and you're like, oh no, are you kidding me? And you kind of hang your head, or maybe you pull an Albert and start getting up from the table. And then you find
just
that
bank
king.
the king. Just gotta smash it.
Yeah, or two kings. I've seen that before too. Aces
Oh,
against
yeah.
kings is just like, oh, I'll just flop quads.
just-
It's like, oh, runner ace is the only way out of this. And yeah, didn't happen.
All right,
Yeah,
folded
Bird.
around here to Luis. Nothing. He hasn't really played too many hands, it seems like, yet. Jay Danger, I think, looks like he had probably raised out of the small blind. We probably had two. No, it was Terry blind versus blind. So it picks it up here as looks like now 5,000, 10,000 with a 10,000 big blind ante. As we are down to 7 as Colby has been eliminated. But paying out 9 spots here in the tournament final table. And again, for the ladies, if you play this tournament next Sunday here at Texas Card House, that is a free month membership here at TCH in Austin. So tournament starts at 2. Deep stack freeze out. Only one buy and no rebuys or any of that nonsense. It's just entry will take care of you here for the month. So, all right. ATX Poker. Hey, Mikey and Aaron, what are your favorite fantasy football teams you have heard so far? The only one I like in my league is like inflammatory towards me, because it's like if MJ wins, we riot. So like, there's a real huge discontent to people that don't want to see me win in fantasy football again.
Do you? Oh, you like won last season, or you win all
I've
the time?
won the couple of years before, so it's like
brag.
He's a great troll. I love him to death. That's a great joke. But if you've got a great fantasy football team name that you've seen or heard that's relatively, decent, pop it right here in the chat.
Yeah, the league that I'm in right now, everybody just sort of sticks with their team name each year, and it wasn't ever like putting a pun or something in. So unfortunately, we don't quite have the originality and everything that would go along with that. But there are some really good ones out there.
Be the change you see in the world. That's you have the chance to step up your game sometime. But we've got a bet and a raise. Danny leads into it. Jay Danger, the raise up here to 40.
Yeah, very interesting raise here from Jay Danger. So in position with the 9s, I guess he just wants to find out where he's at right away by putting in that smallish raise, and it is going to get the worst hand to fold. But I do understand not wanting to face future aggression and sort of not know where you're at. But yeah, he's going to pick that pot up, and we'll move on to the next one here.
All right. And again, another note about the ladies' promotion. Just mentioned Terry Hatcher's name that you see out there on the far right of your screen. To come out here, I think Terry's going to be dealing in this tournament next weekend. So that's why we're rooting for her to ship it all. It's like, hey, you're going to come out here in the front lines and help us out. Hope you go, finish this week here with a W.
Yeah, Terry, a great ambassador for women's poker. representing the Women's Poker Association, I believe it is,
That's
and
correct.
sporting the WPA tags, her and Amy as well. So we've got 2 WPA representatives here on the felt. If you would like to join them and outlast them, join them, you know, whatever it is you want to do, just come and show us your best A game. Come and check us out next Sunday, 2 p.m. for our $150 MegaStack 6K guaranteed tournament. As Amy T is going to let go of the 9-8 there under the gun, we get over to our friend GMTKD in the cutoff with the black 4s. He's going to bump this up. Wesley looking down at the real aces, not those fake aces, on the button. And he's got to try to figure out how to. Smooth call. So he put in too many chips, but that's going to be just a call. Gets a little rebate. Luis over here in the big blind sort of wondering if he has the right price to come in. And he is going to complete from the big blind here. He's got a big stack. Going to hope to get lucky here, but he's going to need to find something real strong or hopefully nothing at all, or he might get suckered in. But no, that's going to be a safe flop for him. As Wesley still with the best of it here. Aces and kings. No one with a heart. Going to check over to Wesley on the button, and now he's going to put out a bet here. Probably not going to get any resistance. Oh, yeah, and he puts out a good chunky half pot size bet, only leaving himself 76K behind. That's going to be telegraphed to the table. I got the goods. Going to show him pocket aces.
Just a couple of rockets here as getting to see our payouts. Aaron, also a Women's Poker Association member. I believe the best source as far as where the community is on Facebook. So if you just search Women's Poker Association, try to make sure I just get the right, the WPA.poker for more info. I imagine a lot of folks who are watching Rootin' In for Terry are aware, but hey, anybody of our viewing audience, love to be able to support ladies. All right, so what do we got? We got a card dealt face up. That's going to be the turn. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, the burn. All right, so
Got the Grandmaster here with Ace Jack.
yeah, he's getting some decent hands here, although sitting in this sort of middling stack position, still opening on his 17 big blind stack. So gonna try to play a little bit smaller, and I like this. This is definitely a strategy to employ without just sort of ripping it all in all the time, which sometimes can be effective and can be the right play, but also not bad to sort of play it small and see if you can win the pot after the flop. Let's see what we got here. We got 2 3s and a deuce on board. Luis picking up a gutter. Backdoor straight flush draw. And Luis is going to lead at this, so yeah, 4 players to the flop. Luis there in the small blind going to fire out. Grandmaster now got to figure out what he wants to do. Pitch it in, he says. Okay. And of course, Danny will probably follow suit, but no. I take it all back.
Danny's really good at spots like these where he can pick up where somebody is just trying to buy it.
Yeah, and this is sort of just from an analytical spot, right? Like, if you had a 3, would you really just donk lead out into the field, or would you sort of lay the trap? And a lot of players are more trappy, so Danny could definitely see that as weakness, maybe betting a 2 or something, and puts in the raise. Danny going to pick up top pair here too, so takes the lead away. Now Luis is not going to be feeling great. That was not a club, which is really what he was looking for. Or a 4 or an ace. Didn't get it, but he's still coming along. Sticky man. Guess it was only a bet of 25K into this pot that has really swelled up. So 1 club too late. Danny with the best hand. Gonna value bet. Keeping it small. 35K into a pot of 270. And this might actually get a crying call out of Luis just because the pot is so massive. He's counting it out, trying to figure out, God, do I ever have fold equity? Should I call with ace high? What on earth?
Yeah, this has ballooned into a huge pot here.
Yeah, whoever. Oh, he's gonna put in the raise.
And Bird's gonna call him. He like snap called him.
Yeah, Bird knew exactly where he was at there, and yeah, he's just gonna snap him off. Again, I think it was just a matter of not having any fold equity, right? I mean, that pot is so massive. Yeah, I mean, it was an ambitious move, and I really liked the battle that just occurred there because I think that sort of shows the skill and the awareness of those two players in particular to be able to go into that kind of a battle. And Luis just coming out on the wrong end of it. He goes from near the top to the bottom. He's going to be playing on like 6 big blinds now.
And I mean, this is why I think when we talk about donk leading, that against certain players, you're just not going to be able to get away with it. Now, it just so happened, I think, in that spot that he takes a really small lead. So it's like, is he really going to do that with a deuce into 4 people in this kind of pot, or is it representative of a lot of different draws? And, you know, Bird, I think, probably has enough psychological sense to pick up that it's not a paired hand there. And we've got a shove here with queens. We've got an all-in with Luis here with king jack. But I commend both players. It was really, really fascinating hand that we don't normally see here at the tournament final table. Is well, looks like it'd be the end here for Luis as Grandmaster Taekwondo. Here with the goods with a couple of ladies. And Luis has been busted, but getting cashes out 500 here for the tournament finish. As now, what do we move to 6 here? I believe that's 6-handed by this point. Does a lot of chips there to Bird. But we had a question here, ATX Poker. It's like, hey, how do I get on the show? I was wondering if I can get on the table in 2 to 3 weeks. Well, see that scrolly bar there on the bottom of your screen? That said email. That says TCH live list at texascardhouse.com. Or text the phone number 512-939-5364. It's going to be there the entire duration of this broadcast. I promise you it'll come back. No, but I kid. But that's how you sign up for the list, especially if you're looking to think ahead. Hey, give us a shout there.
All right, we've got good friend Grandmaster here going to bump this up with a min raise under the gun, ace-7. He has not been shy about raising these pots small. Wesley now looking at some 9s here next to act, and he's going to bump this up to 40K, it looks like. So another small raise. And let's see what else we have. We've got Bird. He's going to fold out his ace-5 of diamonds. Definitely a spot he could have thought about maybe putting on some pressure as the big stack, but also against these players in early position, definitely not out of question to just fold that and get out of the way. So let's see, as we continue here, Amy T drifting into the danger zone here. She's sitting on 13 big blinds, and her compadre Terry here, 16 big blinds as well.
We got Duarte checking in from Portugal.
All
Awesome.
right.
Albert saying he finished in 11th place today. Almost 11th. Okay. Almost. I don't know what that means. But
almost 11th. It
Almost.
sounds like 12th.
Sounds like 20th right there.
Or
Right?
13th. Yeah,
That's an optimistic way to look at it. How'd you do? I almost finished 20th, but
I almost won the tournament.
almost.
You know?
I was almost.
Yeah.
It's all about how you look at it.
I entered. I almost won.
I busted the first hand. I almost won it. Like,
Yeah.
what was supposed to do? He had pocket rockets.
Yeah, it was going to start with that
All right.
first hand. I almost did it. And
We got Terry raising up here with 8s. GMTKD, Grandmaster Taekwondo. Gonna rip it. We've got a call. We've got a flip.
all right, who's
And
coming out on top? Who's your horse?
We're looking for the 8 of spades here. If there's not the Steam Duel, if you can get the 8 of spades, it's golden. All right, looking good. Still good for 8s. Got to fade the ace or king. Terry rules. Gets 348K. Don't blame either. I mean, yeah, you pick up ace king in that spot.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Nothing wrong with that.
These are the spots that just kind of determine your tournament. Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. And Terry has, I think, kind of gotten somewhat unlucky in some of these spots. Gets the flip side of the positive variance.
Yeah, actually, I just got bounced out of a tournament yesterday.
Boo.
Yeah, big tournament down in Houston. Also went out with ace king against a smallish pair. So, but you can never feel bad about that, right? It's like you finally look down. A lot of times you're just sort of card dead forever and getting short stacked, and you look down and you're like, hey, I got a real hand.
Yeah.
Oh, stick the chips in the middle. And then you lose and you just kind of walk away feeling like, hey, I did the best I could. And then there are the other times where you sort of shove it in there, queen 7 off on the button. You're like, everybody fold.
Everybody
and they
fold.
Yeah, they wake up with
Get out of
kings.
here.
And you're like, oh.
Fold your hand.
Yeah.
All right, but again, chime on in here in the chat. We've had a couple of good, decent questions and thoughts. PM says TCH Dallas. It's a class operation, so appreciate that. Class operation up there. People saying very professional. I really like just in the video I saw, like really swanky. I was like,
Nice.
these pretty awesome chips that they have up there.
We should cruise on up there and make an appearance. I
That's
definitely would like to do that.
You know, you got to raise our voices here to the ones being and say, hey, let's do talking an Aaron meetup game.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Bring the stash IPAs.
As Stranger Danger, otherwise known as J Danger, gonna raise that. That was a poor attempt, but we'll see if we can get something else to stick.
Sometimes, man.
You do. You hit 0% of the pitches that you didn't swing at. Okay, so what do we got here? We got 10s in the mix. Gonna bump this up to 50K. And yeah, I think Grandmaster here is probably getting out of the way if he didn't already. Oh no, he's putting it in. That's right. He got crippled on that last one, so he only got a few big blinds. So he's gonna put it in and find out the bad news that he's got one card that is drawing live. Let's see if he can find a lady out there. That doesn't hold a lady. There's a chop out.
No, it does not get a chop out. Well, a tough way to go. Here on our tournament final tables, Wesley wakes up with 10s. And now we're down to 5 players here on the tournament final table. He was looking for a lady. And ladies, if you're looking for savings, it's Friday. 50% off your hourly at Texas Card House. It's ladies' night. We run it every Friday. Got also the Friday PLO free roll, the 1K guarantee. A lot of stuff happening here. But if you want to check out any of the info as far as what tables are running for TCH Dallas, it's on Poker Atlas for the time being. And it's just kind of fun to watch. Like, you're just like, hey, I hope it's going well up there. Then come check it out. Open Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 a.m. Saturday to Sunday looks like 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. That's at Henry Hines Boulevard, Dallas, Texas.
All right, we got J Danger here getting the 4s again, and they are gonna not make it through. So, he limped it. So he limped the 4s. Danny Bird gonna check his option here in the big blind, whiff it in a big way as J Danger is gonna flop middle set, but now Danny, he's got an open ender, and after the check on the flop, he's actually gonna take this as a spot to raise. J Danger gonna snap all in, and yeah, now Danny knows that the jig is up. This is not going the way he wanted, and he's gonna fold as these are 2 of the biggest stacks at the table getting tangled up. And yeah, so we've got 2 of the remaining 5 players, ladies here representing the WPA. So all right, ladies, let's do this.
Let's go.
Terry and Amy looking to make this 100% X chromosome dominated table here. They can get to heads up. So
Hey, shout out to GTN 1968. Said he excited for Dallas to be opening, but didn't give him enough warning to drive to Dallas and take their money. I hope you mean in poker and not like robbery. That's kind of a party foul. Just can't. No, I kid, but it's okay. He might get anywhere to TCH Dallas. Just found a commentator for their stream. Then they could stream a meetup game. Boy, that would be a man can dream someday, Aaron. But
yeah.
I don't think we're to that level yet. There's got a bet by Danny here with second pair. Amy just kind of just in there like, okay, what the heck, maybe.
Yeah, well, she was in the big blind, and there wasn't really a lot of action. So I think it was just kind of some small ball until the end there. Danny gonna go ahead and pick that one up.
So Alan Piscatello, shout out to Alec Torelli's Hidden Chips, Rockstar Implementations. Of course, Nick from Yuma, Jobel. So what's up, Mikey? Jobel here in Houston. It's like it's one of my favorite 5 seconds where I get to read that line. It just makes me laugh for some reason because just capitalizes his first name in such a way that. Okay, all right. We got
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. That's fantastic. How many likes we got here? We got 38 likes and we got 360 people watching. So yeah, do us a solid. Go ahead and grab that mouse and click some buttons. Help us out. Hit that like button.
Just start pushing buttons.
I mean, it's bound to get one like. If you just randomly push some buttons,
that's how
will hit the like button.
What I assume what happens when people hit the dislike. They're like, oh, somebody hit the wrong one. They're like, wow, that seems to be some kind of user error. But all right, so 5th and 4th gonna take home 500 if they bust here at this point. Aaron, Colby, Luis, Grandmaster Taekwondo have all been eliminated, so we're here to the final 5.
And I imagine we
Harry
should.
Hines, not Harry Hines. Okay, I'm sorry, my friend.
We should have the blinds going up here before too long. We've been sitting here at the 10K blind level for a little while, so it won't be long until these blinds go up and the stacks sort of dwindle in terms of the number of big blinds. But we are going to get ace deuce up against pocket 5s here. Oh, wow. Top pair for Danny, but bottom set for Terry.
No.
Danny. Wait, are we just checking this down? What is happening?
What?
All right, so both players slow playing. Danny going to pick up 2 pair on the end, and because it's a 2 pair with a 1-liner to a straight, no, he is going to put in the raise. The min-click raise, and now, yeah, this is the problem is that this.
And we've got Terry with a re-raise here.
Okay, I expected this to get slowed down at some point, and it just hasn't. So everything I was about to say is just wrong, and you shouldn't listen to me. So this pot did get bloated up here on the end.
I think that should be the official motto of the show. Everything I'm about to say is wrong.
Or is very, very likely to play out in a way other than what I would say. So,
that we could probably we put that on our bio on Instagram or something. I don't know. That maybe get a tagline like a warning label on the bottom of the screen.
There you go, a disclaimer, right?
Just a disclaimer. That's right. I was trying to find the right word for it, but
Aaron's analysis will probably be wrong, but he's going to do it anyways. For the love of the chat and the encouragement of the likes.
61, decent night for us here on Sunday.
All right. As my prognostication of the blinds going up was correct, so
wow,
I can see the
great
future.
At time.
Yeah. Wesley here looking down at the ace king after bird is going to get the ace deuce again. See if he can get tuned up by it again because he is once again way behind. An ace would be very bad for him. He's going to scope out Wesley's stack, find out how much he could win or potentially lose. He's going to miss that one by just about 1.5 miles as he's still getting the lay of the land on Wesley's chips over there. So let's see. Wesley first to act. He is reaching for chips. He does have the king of spades and 2 overs. Going to put a bet out there. Danny going to quickly let it go. So no further damage to Danny's stack, and he will retain his position up near the top of the chip leaders. So I think Terry is now our new chip leader. If I can do math, she's got about 500K even in front of her there.
Colbot checking in from the chat. Good turnout today. It was 3 out by Luis. So Colbot maybe doing the anti-sweat.
Yeah. Well, he may have gotten some juju to work because Luis did get coolered there.
Yeah.
Maybe not coolered, but found himself in a
he
kind
found
of a tough
himself in a
spot.
tournament situation.
He sure did, and he was on the losing end of it. So Bird there taking advantage of that play, and he is looking down at some 9s right now, and he'll show them as he picks up the blinds and antes from the big blind.
Nick from Yuma saying Mike Youngblood greater than Chris Collinsworth. Oh, shucks. People making fun of Bird's man bun. Bird, I doubt he cares. He's a really funny guy. So, Greg checking in. It's evening, boys.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on? Let's see. We've got a whole bunch of other folks checking in as well. Make sure to hit the like. Sitting here at 63, I think we can get to a hundo in no time.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Do your duties and help us out with that if you would, folks in the chat, in the viewership. Taking a look at my fantasy team here, Kyler Murray is sitting on 96 yards and 1 touchdown here as the first half is sort of drawing to a close. They do have possession, looking to erase this 7-20 deficit that they're currently sitting on. So hopefully my man can put up some points, although I am pretty well guaranteed to win this week, so that feels really good.
Just icing on the cake, perhaps, but
yeah. Well, things look really bad because I had Joe Mixon. Sorry to anyone who hates listening to us talk about football, but I had Joe Mixon and Aaron Jones both get benched here at the end of this week, and I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do? So sort of scrapped together some players, got them in there, and they put up some decent points. Although Darren Fells was a big fat goose egg for me at the tight end position. But you know what? If I win, it doesn't matter.
All right, so Terry going to pick it up here is now sitting on 519K. ATX Poker says, Mikey, I want to hear a bit with Mikey and Aaron where they do smug commentating, pretentious commentary. So just always start out, said, well, I read in the New Yorker today that that's probably how I would start every sentence.
Okay, I was like, I thought we were kind of already doing it.
I was trying to figure out how could it do really smug is more of self-important. So it's like, well, if I was in this person here in this spot, I would be trying,
Yeah, and definitely throw in the British accent because that's
it's very, very much.
Yeah. All right, as we've got Wesley here, going to bump this up to 35K. Danny going to let go of his suited ace next to act. Terry going to lay it down as well. So, yeah, these blinds and antes starting to add up. So each time we go around, that's going to be 30K getting subtracted off of your stack. So definitely looking to pick some of those chips up if you are Amy over there sitting on the short stack. The rest of these players, a decent number of blinds in front of them. So Amy's going to be the one needing to make something happen.
All right, Danny, here with the queen 3.
Oh, 7 deuce.
Work with the old 7 deuce.
Well, if I had the 7 deuce.
If I had a 7 deuce, I just go full force aggression.
Yes, with my 7 big blinds.
7 bigs.
All right. Yeah.
That's
my accent game is just on point tonight. You know,
it's kind of like practice. You're just trying to figure out
where are you going with this? It's
so
it's
sometimes
terrible.
you whiff,
Sometimes
you whiff, but you don't whiff that far that it's cringe. That's within line, but there's genius hidden there somewhere. That's always my mentality. It's I could sound stupid for a minute, but we're always going on to the next minute.
Yeah, you trip over genius every once in a while, right?
Every once in a while.
All right, we're on 70 likes and 30 to go to get to our first hundo, and perhaps I'll take a little sniff of this Woodford Reserve. The reserve is almost out. The reserves
maybe
have
that'll
been
wake
tapped.
me up here a little bit.
Yeah, would you like to smell it? I'll give it. Oh wait, you got a bang over there. No,
more
rain.
Back to the rain.
Back to the rain.
I forgot the rain. I was gonna bring it too.
Oh, did you actually have one and you were gonna bring it, or are you just lying to me? Because I feel like that smile on your face says that this man is just lying through his teeth.
I bought extra rain and then I drank them all, and then I was like,
oh, okay. I don't do recycled rain. So it's gonna need to be.
No, you shouldn't. We got Amy here with Ace Queen though, while we were jamming around about energy drinks, and gotta pick up the pod here as we keep rocking.
And she really needed that, so that is a really healthy injection to her stack. They're gonna get her into a spot to put out these blinds herself and not be crippled. So, yeah, she's gonna hope for another big hand here shortly. All right, I'm doing it. I'm pouring one.
All right, you're doing it for the brand. Okay. Yeah.
The preemptive pour, because we're gonna get to 100. I can feel it. It's
all right,
coming.
That's what fair is fair. If we get to 100, then the people have spoken. Yeah, sure. Go.
Right.
Why not? Maybe let's jazz things up here. As all right, blind versus blind, small blind. Big blind, queen 3 versus 4-3. Pure pressure caving in as we finish off. A nice gift from our friend Clay Martin. It was a good run. I felt like a sophisticated gentleman for a stretch, maybe just a smidge more manly. But that may end here after this very last pour. But, yep, all right, so we've got Bird picking it up on sheer aggression. And keep it going here. Blinds 6,000, 12,000. Amy, 6 bigs. Double would still put her at just about roughly half the stack of the player in fourth. Terry with some deuces.
Yeah, and this is definitely a hand she's going to want to be raising here. She's under the gun, and deuces are never a hand you want to take to a flop if you can avoid it. But she's going to put in the bet here, see if she can pick up the blinds and antes. Wesley looking down at an ace in the cutoff, and he's trying to figure out, let's see, 5-handed. I've got an ace. What do I do? Pitch it into the muck? Sure enough, that's going to get all the way through, so deuces doing their best work there, picking up the blinds and antes.
Yeah, Clay Martin says, name your poison for next go-round. Boy, we're going to have to sit. We might have to do a conference on this one and think this one out for.
Oh, yeah, no. So
that sounds like a really bad idea.
No. I'm with Carolyn. So Carolyn's got a vote for tequila. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nice sipping tequila. That's.
Yeah, tequila, man. Clay, if you want to hook us up, man, we would be forever grateful.
You would sing your songs of joy each time we drink it. So that's.
Yeah. I'll sing after some tequila.
Yep. All right, heads up here, J Danger or JD Anger. Terry here with 8-6.
Yeah, this is really just a battle of two massive hands, although Terry actually does have a pretty good one here with the gutter ball to the straight flush. She's going to show that, like, where's my 7, yo?
Where it's at? But
lurking somewhere in the deck as the J Dangler. Not going to get spicy with his 6 high. Amy T made it through the blind, sitting down now on 5 bigs. Going to need to make something happen here in the next 2 hands before she herself is back in the blind. So this is the toughest spot to be in when you're at a final table, or any time in the tournament, really, when you're just that, like, super short stack sitting on a nub, and everyone's like, when are you just going to, like, lose so we can play?
Just trying to get to breathing level here, and it's hoping to pick up a hand. Terry here has a hand, though, in the small blind 5-handed with King Jack off suit. And I'm going to put it in here for a raise to 26K.
Yeah,
Wesley here with a connected 7-6 suited. And let's go.
Yeah, so it is going to be to 36, so 3x. And yeah, I mean, it's always sort of tricky to pick your sizings here. I think 3x is on the lower side of what I like to see, small blind raising against the big blind. But no, a lot of the times it is going to do the job. So she is going to flop top pair, but yeah.
Big flop here at Terry with top pair. Wesley here with the straight draw. And we're at least probably going to see a turn card. So she sizes up here, though, for 60K to try to punish the draws. And Wesley facing a what would leave him essentially 235K, which would make, well, I mean, his hands are going to be the size of pop. Oh, he might be reaching, though. Could he try to make a move here in this spot with just an open-ender in position?
Yeah, I definitely think that is a very reasonable way to play this. One way is to peel, but the stack to pot ratio is going to be very close to 1. So you would peel 1 card with a call here, and then if you pick up any equity, you just have to go with it. And if you don't, then you fold. Oh, he's just going to let go of it now. Wow, that was not the move that I would have expected. Because the other option there is that you do have a ton of equity, especially with the backdoor clubs. If your opponent had something like the 9-10, or just like was crushing your outs or something, where you could get bailed out and just ship it in. But no, he says that 60K bet is just too much strength, and I'm not going to come along even to a turn. So gets out of there, preserves his stack, and I guess he's trying to outlast Amy here, right? Although the next 2 spots are still 500. So yeah, even after Amy goes, we're still going to have one more person getting paid 500.
Terry here on the button with a mountain of chips and elects not to open here. Maybe Spidey sense is tingling. It's like it could have been bad news. Bird probably would have played, and a little surprised, but again, still waiting.
Yeah, so Danny does have the next largest stack at the table, and raising your opponent, a deep stacked opponent on their big blind, you're going to get a lot of resistance, but because she has the biggest stack there, she could actually apply more pressure to Danny than he could to her, even if they got tangled up in a big spot. So definitely would have liked to have seen a raise there with the queen 8, but she elects to just play it sort of conservatively and let it go, and we'll continue to find out if Amy can get something going. Did Danny just limp there?
Yeah, limped, and then we got a raise jam all in with Amy, who don't know what hand she had, but either way, it just extracts a little bit out of Danny there.
Yeah, so with a stack as small as Amy had there, I really think that Danny could have played that differently. But yeah, good for Amy. She's going to pick up an extra half a big blind there after Bird completes. So yeah, still alive after this trip through the blinds, which is always a nice feeling. Terry, this time, she's not afraid to bump this up. She's got 2 ladies.
Couple of ladies.
And Wesley's like, I got 1 big daddy and a 10, so
Yeah,
I'm coming along too.
That's right. That's exactly how he said it in his mind.
Yeah, I had
That's
the...
right. You got the chat pro voice.
That's
right.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
You're growing by leaps and bounds here, Aaron. I've taught
Be
you
here
well.
all night.
All right. King 10, King 9 offsuit. Part of expressing your personality is just stretching it out there. So 96 lights, 100, and then I will actually take a sip from this fine beverage that's beside
good
me.
man. He is sticking. Yeah, no. I think
I'm
just
a man
Mike,
of discipline.
principle and values.
Principle.
Yeah.
That's all right. Queens here on the overpair, the top pair here for Danny with the king.
Yeah, he's going to get himself into trouble here, at least for 1 street, unless he really can see through Terry and recognize that this is a big value hand in her possession. Wesley here's like, dude, but I had the big daddy.
I got it.
Yeah, but he's got to fold it.
No.
Danny's still with his big daddy and the 9. So I expect just a call here, but we'll see. No, he's going to get away from it. So he did. He sort of saw through and was said to himself, there's no way that she continues here on this board without a big hand. And he's just going to let it go. So good read there and a good fold of top pair.
All right. There was Greg here in the chat saying, I want to see Ryan DePaulo on TCH Live. If you have any vloggers out there you really want to see it, leave that in the comment section following this broadcast. Let's see. I want to give a special shout out to Good Gary Hashimoto in the chat. Gary C looking for a shout out, and I don't think he's going to get one.
Oh,
right.
Shade. It's shady in here.
Just all right.
I love how your train of thought sometimes. You just shut it down. You're like, I'm not going to say those words.
All right. You got Danny here with the raised 9-6 suited.
Terry's got a good hand here. She can come along. She's just going to call out of position here with the small pair. Just kind of find out if she can hit a set or maybe a favorable looking flop. But we've got a 9 right in the window. That's going to pair up Danny Bird, and that's going to give him the lead. He may not feel particularly inclined to bet, and he does not. We get a free turn card. And now Terry going to turn her hand into a bluff. Betting 30K here, just under half pot. Danny now with no possibility of backdoor flush or straight. Let's see if he continues with what is 3rd pair, and he will not. So pot going to get shipped over to Terry here. Betting with the worst hand and getting the better hand to fold. So good job, Terry. She continues to chip up here.
All right, we've hit 100 likes, so I will take a fine sip of this Woodford Reserve that we've enjoyed so much.
And I will continue sipping because I cheated.
I mean, you didn't have to go against the rules. I mean, that's you're free to do so, but host this program. Since there's a higher standard up here that you've got to be able to answer to and live in truth. And if we don't get to 100 likes, you don't get the sippy sip. So appreciate you guys. So we call leverage. Okay. Brad Owen's stream was so good. I rewatched most of it again. Said Ethan. Yeah, there's that was such a remarkably cool stream.
Yeah, it was classic. Oh, there's a jack. I do believe that has just made
Oh my god,
three
what in the world?
jacks.
We just
Oh,
had Amy get in there with king with a 6.
so yeah, I don't know. I misread the king jack as two jacks for some reason, but no, it's top two. And yeah, it looks like we have WPA on WPA cannibalism as Amy has just gotten consumed by Terry as she will stack up just piles and piles of chips.
Yeah, the old slice and dice, but I mean that is the nature of the beast here, especially in tournament poker. Is times you're gonna have to beat friends, and not sometimes it's glorious. Sometimes hey, it sucks.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh no, I'm sure after this too. Terry will get to lord over her friend Amy a little bit, say, "I gotcha."
gotcha.
But it's all in fun, and that's really the thing here too. Is that this game should always be fun, and if it isn't, then it just ain't the same. So glad that we had a couple of ladies make deep runs here, and Terry now in a great position to polish this off with a victory. And she is going to keep her foot on the gas. I love this. On the button, Jack 10 with a mountain of chips. Go ahead and put out the raise there. See if those blinds have anything to do with it or just take it down. Wesley, he's got a 9 to 5 over here,
Yeah.
and he's like, wow.
It's got the Dan Grimes, but not a believer in the small blind.
Danny Bird going to lay his hand down as well. So Terry, with the aggression, just going to continue chipping up. And I really hope to see her opening her range and hands more like that Queen 8 that she folded earlier, really applying pressure with those, as well as hands that play even less well than the Queen 8 suited. So let's hope to see some of that as we continue.
Well, the good news for Amy, who busted there, that she wants to play a tournament again, she can come back here on Saturday for a $100 second chance tournament with a 2K guaranteed to first place that starts at 4 p.m. Along with our Sunday extravaganza, the 6K guarantee, $150 buy-in. MegaStack Freezeout is now down to four-handed. Wesley, 19 bigs. JD Anger or J Danger or whichever way you want to slice it, 339. Danny, right up there, just under 400K. Terry, who we were rooting for, was my pick to click here tonight. Chance to maybe take it down here tonight. JTN, 1968, it's about time for Terry to run well at the final table. I agree.
Yeah, as she's going to look down at 5-3 off here in the big blind, check her option after Jay Dangler completed. Going to flop middle pair, Terry bottom pair. And they both have the 3 as their Jay Dangler, so it's going to be tough for Terry to improve here. She is going to call the bet of 24. We got a 10 here on the turn. Not going to change anything, but it is going to slow down the action as we go check, check. Another 10. And yeah, Jay Danger, he can safely put out a value bet. I like this little 25K bet. Hoping to get called by exactly what Terry has, and honestly, she's going to have a hard time folding given that check on the turn. Yeah, she's going to put it in. And he will confidently show the 7 triz.
The 7 triz. But Mike Gimblett here with AA Ron McAvoy, 2-time circuit ring winner. There was a question by ATX Poker. Which one was better? Was it the first one or the second a week later? I bet the second one felt reassuring. Your thoughts?
Oh, well, I'd be happy to share my thoughts. So the first one, it was the very first tournament that I played in New Orleans. So I drove down there, and, it was just kind of a whirlwind of, like, driving and then getting there and hopping in the tournament right away, and just, like, somehow fucking ran my way all the way through and shipped it, right? And it was very surreal. I kind of was at the payout cage just like, wait, what just happened? This is real life. But then what ended up happening is that I played pretty much the best poker of my life and ran really well that whole week, and actually was in a really good spot to get the Global Casino Championship stop winner, I guess,
Sure.
at the Harrah's there in New Orleans. And for anyone who's unfamiliar with it, whoever accumulates the most points, obviously earned by cashing for the various events throughout the course of the stop, you sort of go up the leaderboard, and whoever finishes at the top of the leaderboard wins an entry into the Global Casino Championship Tournament, held once per year. It's a big bracelet event for all of those that do well. And anyways, I was in contention for taking that down, and going into the final tournament, I needed something like a 12th place or better finish in the final tournament in order to secure that. And it was a really great feeling seeing a bunch of the other circuit grinders standing around on the rail as we got down closer and closer to the top 12. And sure enough, we bubbled or broke through the top 12 spot. I was about third in chips in the tournament at that point. Felt pretty good about it. And they all came over, congratulated me, and I was guaranteed the casino championship. And then I also went on to ship it. So, it's just like the icing on the cake.
That's what you got to do. You
Yeah.
just got to ship it all.
You just got to take everything. You get presented with it, and you just take it all. So I did.
Yeah, that is the story of greatness. Is again our 100th episode coming up soon. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. It's going to be a fantastic episode. 100 episodes of live, actual TCH live episodes. We did some online ones for fun during the shutdown. I've never really considered them like that part of the production, but it was fun to do. But as far as like live action poker here in Austin, Texas, our 100th edition tomorrow night. So, yeah. So we got a little bit of action here forehanded. I wonder if this is going to be more of an active portion, because a lot of times in the past couple of weeks we've gotten down to four-handed, and by this point the blinds have picked up significantly that were a lot deeper stacked, I think, at this point of the tournament with the kind of skilled players that maybe we could still see some roaring good stuff here.
Yeah, so our blinds have just gone up to 8 and 16,000 with a 16,000.
God, they're always
blind
doing that,
ante.
like every 25 minutes, right?
Wait, is that for real?
Yeah, I think that's
for
what they mean by the levels.
Yeah. So, we had another level up here, which means that, let's see here. Terry had like 800K or something on a 16K big blind. I mean, yeah, she's just got mountains of chips. She's got over 50 big blinds, perhaps even over 60 big blinds. And the rest of these players, are looking to catch up a little. Wesley here now on the short stack. Just 10 big blinds behind. He's going to put in a raise here on the button, Queen 9, and he's going to whiff here, but he does have the best hand and the better spade. So Jay Dangler going to have to probably get out of there after this continuation bet. And he will. So Wesley going to pick up some much needed chips there. Going to put him up to 261. That's going to be what in the sort of, I don't know, 18-ish big blinds or something like that. I don't know. Perhaps my math is total garbage. 16 big blinds. Okay, not too far off. But as you know, everything I say will probably be wrong.
Right.
We
That's a
continue.
disclaimer on the bottom of the screen. We're still working on. We're clearing up with legal if that's still binding. So, there's a lot of litigation and mediation on this. Just trying to make sure that we've got to the letter of the law. Anything that removes us from any liability of anything that any bad advice you might give.
Yeah.
I mean, we feel pretty good about it 'cause we rarely do, but.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Backhanded attempt. All right. I kid.
Yeah,
but
no, I saw through that.
imagine just like, I can't believe we said that after all. All right, so we've got Jay
this
Danger here with ace 10, Terry with a heap of trash, and just is like, I'm out.
She's out of here. As we continue here, we've got our friend with the 16 big blinds going to have to put two of them into the middle without seeing his cards. And he's hoping to look down at some good ones here as we continue. Four-handed Sunday night action.
Oh,
here
yeah,
at
there's football. I think
TCH
there's like a
Live.
baseball game. I don't know if you guys saw, the World Series game the other night between the Dodgers and the Rays.
That was a pretty fantastic finish. With
Yeah,
the
that
double
was-
error with just like, it was a comedy of errors is what it was. There's just
Really-
players falling all over the field. And
Postseason baseball has always been great, and that's October. You get to the World Series. This has got obviously a different feel to it, but still been pretty good to watch. So Terry here raising up with a couple of nines. Wesley here with Jack 5 offsuit. I gotta get the tablet out here. Just
Oh yeah, so we can actually
Oh
watch
yeah.
this
We were
fantastic.
we were overwhelmed with excitement over everything
Can-
that we've been seeing here today. We didn't break down what happened in Sunday football. We've been keeping it focused to the vest.
Can I request football over baseball?
You certainly can. That is. We try to work it out here as I think we get a tank, and now we've moved on to our next hand.
We have indeed. So the
There we
action
go.
tracker catches up there as Terry going to pick it up with the 2 red 9s. Moving on here, let's see. We're going to have very splashy small blind. Terry going to lay down the 10-5. I can get behind letting that go, but as the big stack, you like to see the aggression on the button.
Yes, it's all about aggression. But if you want to share your aggression, please do so with the like button. Click subscribe.
That was
Again, we've got
fantastic.
12K subscribers. We reached that mark.
We got 12K?
Yeah. I think we hit it
nice.
the other night. Like that was not. That was
Not much of an event, really. We just got
yeah, we just got it. Like it just we were pressing. We were trying to get to that 12K. Then I think I would have had to like drink. No. I was just shotgunning a beer. Like that was the thing I never got the opportunity to do. I could have done it. I could have cheated and just shotgunned it anyway, but
Wait, what, you did or you didn't?
no, we didn't because we didn't reach 12K during the show. But
Oh.
we were at 11,900. We were trying to get to 12K.
Well, I think you have to shotgun the rest of the rain.
No, I mean it's a limited time frame. It was like from the window of the show.
Well, I don't care. I want to see you eat that can.
Like that's because that's the thing. We put these deals out of like alcohol challenges and like what's the statute of limitations before. And I don't even see one here, so that's.
Oh no, I have prepared.
Okay.
Things have been prepared,
You
so
wouldn't
I can.
believe it now, but out of his bag appears a Smirnoff Ice, and I have just been iced. I have to take one knee.
You have to drink it through a funnel up your nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Oh, it's gonna be
Gross.
fantastic. No, I do, but I did prepare. So there
All
are
right.
some tasty beverages chilling as we speak, and you could consume one of them in the shotgun style.
We got a special broadcast tomorrow. I want to be sharp. Like,
All right, if
I'm
anybody
gonna be hungover coming into it with like just
Shards
like,
of
I gotta be
aluminum
sharp. Like
in
I
your
don't want to
face,
feel
yeah.
hungover for the Monday One Hundo show. Not bring the heat.
All right. Well, we'll let him off the hook here. But those of you in the chat who would like to see Mikey, or at least hear him like cough and choke as he tries to shotgun a beer, because if he hasn't done it, wait, you've done it before? Or you haven't done it before?
Probably not since college, but
Okay. All right. Well, you're not like a total greenhorn then. So
no. No, it's been at least within 5 to 7 years since I've definitely. I can't remember my exact one, so I hope that doesn't
actually,
ruin my chances of becoming president one day.
well,
So they're
honestly,
like,
I
"Wow,
think
this guy doesn't know how to shotgun a beer. You trust him with the country?
no, that would be pretty. Just admitting that you've done it and the willingness to do it again would give you a lot of points. In my book.
Brave and strong.
Yeah.
All right. JD Anger or J Danger. Maybe that should be like a crowd pull. Press 1 for J Danger, 2 for JD Anger. It's
You
like
just
that
giving up on my
Metallica
J
album.
Dangler? Is that just
Saint
over?
Anger.
It doesn't even. It's not warranting a third option.
I'm trying to think. I mean, you're J Dan. J Dan. Okay.
The J Danger.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but.
Well, that's why I put an L in there. But, you know, you can just leave me hanging. That's cool, buddy. As we continue here on TCH Live with some actual poker instead of rambling nonsense.
That's what we're good at, though.
Well, this is true, but we can't excel at life too much for the
That's
viewers.
a fact.
Wesley here, backdoor diamonds and bottom pair with the best of it. Danny here, backdoor hearts and 10 high, says, nope, I can't.
No.
And we'll fold. So Wesley picking up some more much needed chips. Gonna put him up to over 200K.
All right, let's.
but still in the danger zone here, as our next payout will receive $500 and going up from there. So let's see here what we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Terry
right.
under the
That's
gun.
our smug commentary. Like one edition where we just get extremely smug and uppity and try to use incredible vernacular.
That was
Listen
incredible
here,
vernacular right
see?
there. Just those words by
Harvard.
themselves. Terry's putting in a raise here. We don't know what she has. Yes, we do. 2 black nines. She had the red nines last time.
Yep.
Ooh, Wesley here with the hand. Looking at a pretty sizable raise, though. 65K on a 16K big blind. That is a massive raise. Terry basically saying, get out of the way. I don't want to play these nines against anyone. But Wesley, he's going to cut out what looks to be a call here on the button. And man, this pot is going to swell up to... yeah, I mean, stacked a pot there is going to be not much over 1 for him. In fact, sorry, yeah, under 1, I should say. So he is looking to hit this flop in a big way. And Terry just going to make top set. She should
just the goods.
Yeah, she checks it over. Wesley checks it back. No heart. No jack, no king. We're going to go check again. And if a 10 peeled, somehow Wesley could have gotten bailed out with a win. But instead, it's going to be a bet and a sort of crying fold. And, yeah, Terry's not going to show it, but she is making some hands tonight. Getting paid.
And 765K, just a towering stack here for Terry that just kept getting here, and it's some sevens, some fifths, some fours, some it's like she was due to try to get a run here, and we hope that continues. As the pretty nice group of competitors around us. All right, we've got questions here from the chat.
Lay it on us. What do we got?
Let's make sure we don't get ourselves in the middle of the hand. Mikey, speaking of rambling nonsense, did you see Kanye on the Joe Rogan Experience this weekend? It was actually really good. I watched maybe half of it. I'm trying to understand his line of thought.
He's still
it's
running,
all over the
right?
place. Like there's a thought balance. Like there's something happening there, but he takes you all different directions.
Was it coherent?
Yeah, it was coherent. He's really, you could tell he's clearly intelligent, sharp dude. Like that thinking. Anybody ever doubted that, but it's just he speaks kind of to his religious experience, so you have to kind of be able to see it through metaphors and long critical thinking. But it's going to take some critical thinking here, as we've got a jam by Wesley with deuces, Jay Danger, possibly thinking about calling here. I don't think he will. I was like, what? He took his time. Maybe we just kind of wanted to slow down a little bit, but.
Yeah, sort of curious there. A lot of times you have the short stack, rip it in, you kind of look down and see something as weak as a jack 10 there. There's no real need to posture, but perhaps he was actually really thinking that it could be something like that, an underpair where he would really actually have quite a lot of equity. So, just going through the motions, kind of thinking through what his options were. But in the end, Wesley going to get it done with the deuces in the best way possible, getting folds pre-flop, as he is now stuck in the big blind. He will assemble those chips and stick them out there here shortly. As Bird going to be under the gun, reaching for chips. He's got a bet in mind with the queen 10 of clubs. Going to bump this up to 40,000, I should say. Going to get folds through quickly over to Wesley.
Worldwide West.
Yeah, and he lets go of it pretty quick. Danny going to pick up the pot. He moves up over 500K.
Yeah, still hanging around here four-handed. Make sure to hit the like, click, subscribe. We stream Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Tomorrow, our 100th episode of TCH Live. I think it may be 5510 or 510. But tune in for that. Make sure to leave us a comment here if you're watching on the archive or checking it out after the fact. All of our episodes available to watch from the very beginning. Watch me stumble through my words and figure out how to make this into a powerhouse show that you all know and love.
And that you have, my friend.
It's been quite a journey. It's hard to believe it's only been like 10 months, and you count out two that didn't happen because of COVID. You're like, we're still kind of in our infancy here. We've got a lot of room for growth. I've heard the chat saying that they're thinking the TCH Live will be beginning in Dallas after the start of the year, and I think that's a conservative estimate. I think that's a fair timeline for sort of get our boots on the ground, their feet in TCH Dallas, and again, you can check them out there at 11834 Harry Hines Boulevard, Suite number 135, Dallas, Texas. Games listed here on Poker Atlas as well. So we got a hand here, Danny, with the 7 Dewey.
Yeah, playing some power poker here, and this is fantastic because, well, he's gonna get run over by a hand that he probably shouldn't have. But that's just wonderful to see. You love seeing that. A guy limps from the small blind. You look down at 7 deuce, and you're like, oh, we're doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is absolutely worth doing. Ryan Crump, thanks for the stream. TCH Live. I like watching this when I can in Indiana.
All right.
We got all sorts of chat pros checking in. People arguing about,
About the things?
about the stuff that happens out in the world that doesn't
things.
have to do anything with like poker or sports, and they're just like, I'm going to take my opinion seriously. Take my opinion seriously.
You got to wave your flag and plant it down on the internet for everyone to see because, it's important. And
by the way, I hate virtue signaling.
Do you? Well,
that's
tell
my
everyone
impression.
about it.
The irony is, but
you didn't catch my irony?
No. I just
the sarcasm was a sarcasm explosion.
It was.
And it sort of
might go over the head of our audience, but we're here try to provide great entertainment when we can. And if you want to contribute to the super sticker or super chat, it's located here. Give you a special shout out here on the air.
Oh yeah, have we gotten one of those tonight or no?
No, not yet tonight. I think people have just been basking in the joy of the stream. That it's like, man, they're just really enjoying this. They're hitting the like button.
Yeah.
They're clicking subscribe.
They are hitting the like button. We've got 117 fantastic like button smashes.
Alex asking, is this actually live? No, this is always live. We're never going to show a replay. I mean, I wouldn't say never, but it's not like...
Yeah, Mikey's got a pulse, and I have a pulse. We are live.
That's right.
Yeah, we are making it happen here in North Austin at Texas Card House. As we actually have 3 hands here getting sort of tangled up. We had Wesley calling the 16K big blind. I definitely don't like that move here with the short stack. You definitely want to be raising or folding. Danny, though, taking that as an opportunity on the button to raise up. I really like that, and that is going to push Terry out, who had the best hand. But Wesley quickly calls. He's sort of on to Danny here, thinking that he is trying to push him around. We just saw that sort of limp jam with the Jack-5, so Wesley here still with the best hand, but does he know it, right? He's going to be out of position here.
And Bird just is almost never going to pass up an opportunity to bully in position. So it's just that this is kind of like crack to him right here. Like he gets an opportunity to bet in position, short-handed with a board that he knows his opponent misses. So it's probably going to produce a fold out, but that's the half the gift of this game is you get check tuned, you get a chance to fire off your entire range.
So I would go out there and try to find that man and high-five him if he puts in the double check raise all in back-to-back hands against Bird here, but I do think he's going to end up letting this go. He's still thinking about it, though. He's really on to him, and this is actually pretty cool to watch. It's not too often that you see someone pick up this quickly that their opponent is just really trying to punk him, and he really did. I mean, he was almost thinking about making the same move there again. I would have loved to see it, but he's going to go ahead and let go of the king high, and we will move on as he is now sitting on under 15 big blinds.
Max Musson, good show, guys. Greets from the Netherlands. Clay Martin, Mike, how about the Chiefs? Yeah, decent one against the Broncos team. Just want to rub it into Aaron McAvoy here.
Hey, man, yeah, I had the Chiefs defense on my fantasy team, and they were my highest scoring player besides James Robinson, so,
Robinson on the bench. I'm so mad. But
Excuse me? Are you crusty that you didn't get him in the 13th
yeah,
round like I did?
I got him as a free agent. So I ATX
Oh,
poker
what?
with a 99
What are you
cents.
whining about?
No. I benched him here for Kenyon Drake, so I thought Kenyon Drake might do something right. So I had the Chargers defense. So what I did, because like I had the Chargers defense, so it's like okay, if he scores, then the defense that I have, gets hurt. So I'm
It's
banking
sound
on
logic.
that not happening, and that's not what happened.
It's sound logic, except for the fact that Kenyon Drake is about as good as, I don't know, like a half-eaten Snickers
No, you're
that
wrong
you found
there.
in the gutter.
Take it back, Aaron. All right, we've got a race here.
Does he even have a
Wesley
carry
limps
tonight? I don't
big,
know.
Or excuse me, Wesley in the big blind with King 9, Jay Danger. Remember the race up on the button.
Yeah,
And
Wesley
taking
getting
his time and folding.
put in these spots where he's got these sort of middling hands with a short stack, and like constantly put in the position of like, do you just rip it and hope for the best, or let it go and fight another day? He has continuously, after that Jack 5 jam, anyways, decided to live to fight another day. He's gonna let that go and now sit on 9 big blinds.
All right, hey, shout out to Greg Brown, $4.99 super chat. Says Bink.
Hey man, thank
That's
you.
what we're talking about. People chanting boys and in the chat. Oh, for the love of Christ. The usual suspect. $4.99 super chat. Happy 99 stream. Keep up the good work. Stay safe and well, everyone. TUS, the usual suspect. And we have got JTM fun to listen to you too as always. This table's going faster than usual. I hope my pizza gets here before it ends. I hope so too. I
Yeah.
hope you can have yourself a slice of pie.
I could go
enjoy
for a
this
slice
fine
of
action
pie,
here on
actually.
a Sunday evening as Terry here, Ace King suited under the gun, our pick to click. Let's get it done here.
Yeah, her short bout of sort of card drought has ended, and she's picking up a really nice hand here. Under the gun, Ace King of Hearts, and she is cutting out a pretty sizable bet. That's 64K. This is going to make it tough for anyone to continue without a very strong hand. Indeed it is 64K. I can see the future, and I can see chips on a table. Wesley looking down at Queen 10 of clubs on the button with his 9 bigs. Ugh, honestly, he just needs to let this go. This is too large of a raise. He has no fold equity if he comes in, and he's just going to be behind a lot, but he decides, no, this is the time. Queen 10 going to get snapped off. He's going to find out that he's got 2 live cards, but he is in very bad shape here. 37% chance to win. That flop ain't helping. That turn ain't helping. And that river is going to bring it home for Terry. So Wesley going to see himself out the door here in 4th place.
Yeah. What a great situation here for Terry.
Yeah, seriously, you get someone to come in with Ace King suited in your possession. So she will continue stacking those chips long ways here as she takes up all of the real estate in front of her with those nice yellow, pink, and orange chips. We will now continue 3-handed as we have broken through the $500 barrier and we have moved on to more significant riches. Our next eliminated player is going to take home just over $1,000. Jay Danger and Danny sitting here right around 500K, and now Terry up well ahead of her opposition.
Well, down to 3-handed here on TCH Live. So that was getting the last player to finish with 100, but the 500 knockout prize essentially. Like the
Knockout prize.
the
I like
payouts. I mean the what we're trying to get to is the payouts were different until the tournament or the players on the tournament final table agree to mix up the format. So I know there's been kind of, you might just be joining the broadcast going, this is weird, but this was, at the request of the players who all made it here to do it that way.
As we've got Terry here with, I guess she just held on to those cards and they reshuffled the deck. She's got the Ace King of Hearts again. I'm kidding, of course, but she did get the same hand back to back, and that's pretty cool. although she has just flopped 2 overs and a gutter. Jay Danger here with the best of it, second pair, and Danny along for the ride as well with his own gutter here. So let's see, we got a deuce of diamonds on the turn. We're going to check all the way through to a 7. That is going to give Danny a pair, but Jay Danger, who had flopped the best hand, is still going to have the best hand here on the end. We're going to go to showdown, and sure enough, that 10 is going to do it.
Jay Danger now almost close to what Terry has in chips. Is kind of third 1,010, second 1,265, first 1,775. So, I mean, we started this with the idea with the first place going to be 2,200 or so. So it's maybe a small difference, but it also guarantees that get a little wider payout. And I think because of it, we saw a lot more intriguing hands at a full table than what we have, where everybody just kind of knits up and everybody's kind of looking for the perfect spot versus, just taking advantage of opportunities that are presented.
Yeah, I think it's very possible that we never would have seen the Bird versus Luis hand.
Yep.
If the payouts hadn't been super flat there, just because Luis would have had a massive incentive to preserve his stack, trying to get into the money. But yeah, I mean, also I just think that those two players matching up in that spot, fantastic to watch, and great plays by both players. Danny Bird just going to come out on top of that one. And here he is in the top 3 with a decent stack and the best hand with third pair at the moment, out flopping Jay Danger. River King of Hearts, not going to change anything. We're going to showdown, and Danny Bird going to pick it up.
Bird is the word, as just under 500K.
Bird.
All right. This has been a weird chat night. We've been all over the place here, but okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss any critical or good questions or comments or jokes that people are making. I've gotten a few trolls.
And we got a sticker. You probably already mentioned that one, but thank you to whoever dropped the sticker for us. Let's see. What do we got here? We got 150 to 124. I read that upside down somehow.
Mr. To Go Viking, is anybody playing cards? Would be cool to hear about it and watch at the same time. Huh.
I mean, I think there's a real niche market out there for something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So. There might be.
I just think, the market's just saturated with people playing cards and then talking about random bullshit. Yeah. And I think maybe this guy should start something. That'd be pretty fantastic.
It's really fact. You're really onto something.
Either
on something or onto something, as they say. There's a hacky FM sports broadcaster in Minneapolis who used to say that all the time. Greg Brown chat is weird. Weird? Question mark. Anyway, fantastic bunch here. Make sure to hit the like button. That 125, I mean, unfortunately, we're out of booze. So
no, we are not. Remember, I have the beverages chilling, so anytime you want one.
I mean, it's in contention here. I'm not getting to 200, so we're at 125 right now. That's 75 likes to make Mikey have to chug some more happy juice
and eat the can. If you get to 200, you have to chug it and eat the can. At least
part
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, part of it.
That's reasonable. I don't know if I can chug it all. I can definitely eat it.
Yeah. Well, and it's got part of your daily
values. I grew up in a junkyard, so that's just kind of what we did.
Oh, nice.
Just watched
that explains a lot.
Mad Max all the time. It's just let's see. I am a full-time troll on the internet. Don't know how to play poker, says Mark from Connecticut, too.
Welcome. You'll fit in perfectly
here. You're in the right place.
Ooh, Terry waking up with a pair of ones.
Yeah.
In the small blind.
And Bird's not going to hop on the chance to go super aggro.
Yeah, she just limped. He misses after the check. And, yeah, she's going to show the ones like, what? How do I not get paid there? What's wrong with you? It's a glitch in the matrix. All right, Terry now on the button. See if she gets big hand to continue pushing the action here, as her two opponents now sitting with a reasonable amount of big blinds. We now are at 10 and 20,000. So I think, yeah, she's sitting up in the nearly 40 big blind sort of area. Uh-oh, this is a limp. Don't like that, Terry. You're going to want to put in a raise there because you are now going 3 ways to a flop and not getting the best of it. Although she does have position, so she can continue here. Although I'm not too sure how many aces she limps. They're still going to give her credit for it, and they're going to fold out. So Terry going to pick up another one?
Terry rocking here tonight. Sitting here at 822K. Now 3-handed here, the final table of our $150 6K guarantee prize pool. We had about $7,050 in the prize pool today. Great turnout, like 5 tables going throughout the start of it. 25-minute levels. You start with 30K. Do a $10 dealer appreciation for an extra 5K in chips, another 5K on time bonus. If you show up in front of the door and get in before 225, it's another 5K, so you can start with 40K effective. 25-minute levels, a fantastic tournament. We got dueling ladies, Ace Queen versus Ace Queen. Mark from Connecticut too says, "Go Kelly."
All right,
I don't know. Maybe he's like speaking to a specific.
Maybe Jay Danger's real name is Kelly.
It is a possibility. But
yeah, as we've got a bet and a call here, so Ace Queen high in both players' possession, getting tangled up here. We're going to go check, and now a king on the river. A bet here could get it done, but no, we're just going to take our showdown value, which is equivalent, and they're going to chop it up here. Terry hoping that someone would blow up the other, but no such luck. That was really Jay Danger's pot to win, too, with the heart coming on the river, and he's got the queen of hearts, but decides to just check. Take the low variance route, take his showdown. Bird slinging 5K chips around like they're candy.
JTN, hey Mike, is TCH planning anything for New Year's Eve? I think we're all probably planning on, yeah, I think we're probably like either closed or I'm going to probably try to be out drinking. I don't know how that's going to work this year. It's so feels so very close yet, so very far away yet. Here in the chat, the crazy crew was Ryan Krupp. We really do appreciate you streamers. We just get off topic sometimes. It happens. Defending, I think, Lord knows what. We're going to do a deep dive on the deep state, guys. It happens. All right, we're going to raise up here to 66K. Jay Danger here with the Queen 10 of Spades. Danny here with the Ace King of Spades.
Could we see some spades?
Could.
Wait, is
Danny Bird?
He just called that? That's a real thing? Okay. Oh my God, we did. We got 2 spades. 2 of the spades have occurred. And both players feeling pretty good about these draws and their 2 overcards here. Danny Bird gonna check it over. Jay Danger cutting out a bet here. And this is just a snap call from Danny. He was looking at his chips and moving his hand before the chips even got in the pot, and the spade completes.
Spade.
Goodbye, Jay Danger. He will not lose all of his chips here because he has Danny Bird covered, but he is going to find out really, really bad news by the end of this hand, which is...
This is Yeti cooler of all coolers here, 3-handed.
Yeah. 3rd nut flush against the nut flush. And, yeah, the only way he gets bailed out here is... No, never mind. That's over. That story's over.
That's so gross.
Yeah, I was going to say, if somehow he just called and found another board pair on the end, but no, he's drawing dead as we put the last card out. It's going to be a 9 of diamonds. Jay Danger going to double up our friend Danny Bird here, as we will get a full count to find out exactly what the payday will be. But it's going to be a nice hefty one, as Jay Danger is going to complete this hand, sitting on about 147K, good for 7 big blinds. And he's going to be in the big blind next hand. So, yeah, just maximum pain here for our friend J Danger, a.k.a. Kelly.
That might be JD Anger right now. As that is a tough one, especially at this stage where I think maybe there's some scenarios where you think there's some 3x in there that you don't imagine in that spot that you're just completely drawing dead against the higher flush. So
yeah,
that is a trip to Pain Town.
And Danny going to create a field of dreams out of his yellow chips over here. Nice grid. I like this. He should just play the rest of the tournament with his chips all in the 5 stacks. Sort of really show Terry like how to do it. You know, she's got all of her chips in the 20 stacks aligned in a row. But I do think just the absolute minefield of 5 high stacks would be superior in all ways. As that joke just fell about as flat as it could go. I didn't get a reaction out of this man at all, but maybe someone in the chat
or
the
universe. So it's like seeing what's happening here in this Sunday night football game, licking our wounds from fantasy football.
Oh, are you licking your wounds? Are you getting toasted?
I'm gonna win, but I just
wait. Are you
another
complaining?
host of decisions that I have, like my bench outscoring, and I had OBJ went down today.
Oh, I've got OBJ, but he was on my bench. Did you play him?
Yes.
Oh, but you're going to win anyway.
That make you feel good as we count out these chips here. And Bird going to be sitting with a Mondo stack. 500 live concurrents. Make sure to hit the like button. Let's see what else is happening out there in the world. Maybe we're getting some Polk versus Negroni clarity. TCH Dallas opening. If you haven't checked it out, yes, go do it now. Go visit. Hope to see your smiling faces up there in the foreseeable future. You got like 3 1-2 no limits up there, a 2-5, a 1-2-5 PLO game there just in the second night. And again, for the ladies that are watching that you're out here rooting on Terry, if you come and play this tournament, this $150 6K guaranteed tournament, and you mention Terry Hatcher's name, again, that is a free monthly membership here at Texas Card House in Austin. So chance to play a really good, deep structured tournament. You start with a lot of chips. The blind levels at 25 minutes give you a lot of play. So if you're trying to splash into like tournament play without having to feel like you're just got to rip it in, I guess a good way to learn.
Yeah.
Just don't ever fool the Aaron because he never has anything.
Hey man, don't tell him my strategy.
I'm sorry. Gave it all away.
Yeah. I mean, no, that disclaimer about me always being wrong about stuff, it doesn't always apply to poker, but it sometimes does too. So
we're trying to put a forceful disinformation campaign about you.
Yeah, I'm sort
that
of
way
getting
people
that
are
vibe.
always just having a guess. That way they're
like, yeah, he's probably just got 3 high right here just every time. So, yeah, well, you know, come on in, find out if I'm just rocking the air balls left and right. Because sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not.
I think you're doing all right, man. You're doing just all right. So
just all right. Yeah, it's like 4 out of 5 stars or something.
That's
maybe 3. I don't know. I guess.
It's
all right.
Yeah, I think you're on a 4.375 out of 1 to 5 scale.
Wow.
Like
nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's like an 87.5%.
I mean,
like
that's the baseline. Yeah, we still got a lot of show to do here, as we still got 3 players.
Oh,
left,
am I being graded right now? Oh shit.
I mean, it's an incomplete grade yet.
Okay. All right.
So it's like still time to pop it up to 4.5, at least 4.75. Like there's a high standard that we have here in the broadcast chair. So
indeed,
just trying to leave you a carrot to reach for.
Yeah, dangle it, you know.
Yeah, exactly it.
All right, as Danny here is looking down at the Queen 7 computer hand, going to raise this up to 50K. Terry sitting on her own version of the 7 with the 10. She's going to complete from the big blind. We'll go heads up here. As Danny is still rearranging his massive new riches.
Yeah, still counting.
And, yeah, we got Whiff City here, so probably going to go check and bet and just sort of nonchalantly fire some chips into the pot, sure enough. Danny will pick it up. So the new chip leader on the block, gonna start swinging his stacks around as our man Jay Danger on the button with 4 big blinds. Really gonna need to make something happen here quickly.
All right, yeah. So it's kind of do or die time.
Yeah, this is usually one of those spots where you know, you grab one card and you peel it up.
Yeah.
And if it's like anything over an 8 with 4 bigs, you're just kind of like, all right, I guess
All right,
this
here
is
we
the
go.
one. But he looks down at a 10 and a 4, and he says, no, I'll wait until I have to put my money in, which is next hand. Yeah, going to get 2 of his 4 big blinds into the middle and then gets to look at his cards. So maybe he finds something better than 10-4, maybe not, but we will all find out here shortly.
I have no idea what.
All right, Mike, I'm going to let Aaron McAvoy, super producer Carolyn here in the house.
The
Mark from Connecticut, too, had the commentators been I had, like, kind of the Woodford Preserve
We had
bourbon.
half a finger. We each
Yeah, I
had
mean, it
half
wasn't
a
really
finger.
much. Like, I think I'm just, partially tired and mix of, you know, just grinding out these live streams, man. Well, we've got it all in here. Queen 9 versus Jack 7. Danny trying to hit the knockout, but we've got a straight draw for each. Still nobody paired, and nobody paired, and Queen 9 better than the Jack 7. So the J Danger going to double up here now to 174K. Now I think at 10K, 20K, maybe you could color up some of the yellers, but
Well, all of the yellow chips are now worthless in terms of the betting increments that we will see here on out. So yeah, we may get ourselves a brief pause in the action to color up some of these chips. We may also wait until we get down to heads up. You know, sort of depends on how the floor director's feeling about how and when to take care of those yellow chips and try to get more of the larger denomination chips on the table. But for right now, we will continue on with our short stack, getting up to 8 big blinds. So in a better position here. He can afford to see a few more hands as we continue here on TCH Live Sunday edition, the final table of this $150 MegaStack 6K guarantee tournament. Runs every Sunday at 2 p.m. So come and join us. Get in on the action. Again, if you are a lady and would like to play this tournament next Sunday, come and join us. Mention Terry Hatcher at the door, and you will get yourself a free 1-month membership to TCH North Austin.
it's like the password, please.
Yeah, you can whisper it,
You
or
can
you
shout
can
it.
shout it. Hey, you can just stumble over your words, as
That's
Mikey
right.
and I have been doing most of the evening. Terry going to pick that one up there with the worst hand, but the aggression.
Heaps of chips here for Danny Bird as Terry here in the mix, and the underdog, Jay Danger, try to get it done. Does clearing out some garbage here in the chat. Let's continue here as 136 likes. Apparently I'm supposed to shotgun a beer if we get to 200. So, I mean, you still have the chance to do it. Chat pros, come one and all. Greetings
You
to
could
the like
make
button.
the dreams come true. As Danny here can limp. No, sorry, he is going to flat call from the big blind with the queen triz. Terry opening it up from the small blind with the ace 4. She is going to flop the best of it with bottom pair and the backdoor nut flush draw. But she's going to check, and Danny's going to bet, to which she will call. Danny not loving that. Another 4. Yeah, giving
I
Terry.
think she might like that now.
Oh, yeah. Well, she loves that. She's going to look at him, too, be like, oh, do I have what I do? But Danny is going to continue the story here. He's going to bet half pot with a total airball. Terry putting on her best Hollywood acting impression, shaking her head a little, looking around.
Like, come on, really a 4? Like a 4 had to hit here?
Yeah. And then she's going to grab that big stack of chips.
Looks like we got Kyler Murray stumbling into the end zone.
Oh, that was a majestic dive. I wouldn't call that a stumble at all.
That is correct. Moose Duty says, I never block anyone, freedom of speech, a true patriot. So we get a call, and then Terry trying to do the bluff for one more street. Shows Bird the word here with now over 1 million in chips. Jay Danger now going to be in the big blind as we continue our raucous good show here on Sunday, our tournament final table. Again, our 100th episode tomorrow. Join us for a special edition. I'll have Bones joining for commentary. And the reason why it's more of a homage to like one of the first commentators that we had together when it was just kind of like, hey, let's mess around with this and with the kind of group of Austin originals. So I don't know, maybe I'll get emotional tomorrow night, but it's going to be really fun. We put together, I think, a really good lineup that kind of a showcase of TCH history and TCH live stars put together, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to catching the broadcast. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. Jay Danger here is putting out, is that intended to be a call? Perhaps it is. The fact that he already had chips in the pot is probably going to make this a raise. And yeah, as we get this sort of sorted out, I think he sort of didn't quite understand what the bet was and put out enough chips to make this a raise. Of course, I feel that by the end of this, we're just going to get all the chips in.
Terry knows what's up.
Yeah, and she does have the best of it right now. So the Queen 9 going up against the Ace 5. Let's see if Jay Danger can survive another round. Oh, he is up against it here. Oh, and he's toast.
Oh, wow.
Double toast. Like, here's
just
a straight.
Fried. Like it's like at the state fair where you take like fried chicken smothered in cheese and they just put it in the fryer again. That's what Ace 5 did there. But, good effort by Jay Danger.
Yeah.
Had a really good tournament. I mean, it just kind of probably didn't end the way he wanted it to, but Terry's a beast. She's been killing it for a long time, representing the Women's Poker Association. Now we get to see her go heads up here for the ship for all the dollar bills, y'all. Come on, hit the like. 55 more, and I've got a shotgun of beer. We might still have time. All right.
And you know what kind of beer it's going to be too, right?
It's probably going to be like Miller Lite or something. What is it going to be, a stash or what is it?
Yeah, it's a stash. So it's really going to hit you hard.
Yes. Can I live stream it from my home, take it with me and be like, all right, here we go.
It's like half
my
of it
dog staring at me like, what are you doing? All right, here we go. Yeah,
well, you could either do that or there's a bottle of Dos Equis. I don't know exactly if that would count as a shotgun, but I think if you just bite through the bottle,
I guess. So
you could bite the neck off of the bottle and then drink it.
Oh my God, Matt Benjamin mentioned Stroh's, America's only fire brewed beer. Bob, you need an excuse to having a beer. I'm getting to the point now where hey, this is.
Yeah, I feel
it's kind of like you met the limits. Hey, we've been having fun during COVID and just isolation, just kind of get used to it. And then you're like, wait a second, to evaluate the decisions of my life here. All right. Again, I don't want to drive home.
Yeah, we all enjoy a fine, delicious beverage every once in a while, but it's all in moderation. So we got
a hand here going here. Heads up, as we've got cards flipped over, so maybe we had a misdeal. Or
they're
something.
doing a race for the
for the race offs. Okay, right.
Getting all the yellow chips off of the table. So now,
I see. So that
now we only have mountains of the pink chips and smaller stacks of the orange ones. But now that these players have gotten to heads up and we've gotten all the yellow chips off of the table, we are ready to get back into it. We've got some very deep stacked heads up poker here. I believe we have something in the vicinity of 100 big blinds on the table. Maybe we don't have, yeah, we're a little shy of that. So maybe 90, 80, something like that. Big blinds in play. So let's see what we get going on here. Terry with the best of it right now. Top pair. She's going to bet and take it. Yeah, with a 2-to-1 chip advantage over Danny Bird. Let's see if Terry can close it out here.
So again, this is the 99th episode. This is the 24th ever tournament final table that we've done of either like the Berkey stream or the Moneymaker weekend. It's primarily been, it's like $100 freeze out, and we bumped it to like $150. So yeah, I hope for the stream here too is we start getting some bigger buy-in tournaments, as hopefully we start to approach normalcy in the poker world. And so far, so good. And appreciate these, as I know this brings out a lot of people to come out and play. As raise from Terry, ace-3 of diamonds, standing, going to call 7-4 of clubs. We go heads up. And up bottom pair, Danny here with a straight draw. Quick bet and fold.
Yeah, so 7-4, definitely one of those hands that you typically would like to see a flop with, but really just doesn't play very well. So either would have probably liked to see a 3-bet there from him or just let it go. But he does decide to take a flop, makes a gutter, and then instantly lets go of it. So yeah, pretty much maximum equity denial there from Terry with her continued aggression, as she had a bunch of orange chips out across the line, but she was just sort of reorganizing her stack and is not going to be held to any sort of shenanigans. All right, we're getting some news here from super producer Carolyn that she has just fumbled the ball repeatedly, and no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but
we
are
expecting.
expecting.
It was just over and over again too. It's like the shame and embarrassment. That's
No, but we're gonna have a couple of things here where we're gonna need to get kind of caught up on the action tracker. So bear with us if we have any small hiccups as we continue. But
I mean, you could take a brief time to just go smash that like button here, as we're at 159.
This is the perfect time to do some
Really?
smashing. Really is. All right, as our blinds have now gone up, we're at 15 and 30,000. So now somewhere around 60 big blinds in play, if my math is correct. We're going to have a quick raise and, a fold. Just a walk there for the Birdman. All right, so moving forward here. Terry in the big blind. Those two nice big towers of orange chips over there. I really like those the burnt orange chips.
Yeah, they're the right kind of texture and right kind of color here. There's kind of 5K pinks. The 1530 just shows the old pocket sixes fold.
What I like in the big WSOP tournaments is that when you get later on in the tournament and they really start coloring up to chip denominations that are just like, over, I don't know, like 5 entry stack sizes. It's like this one chip is like 5 starting stacks. And, they sort of increase in size and they've got the really nice weight to them. And so you've got these, they're like pseudo plaques almost, the oversized chips. And yeah, it feels really good to make it far enough in a tournament where those are the chips you're using.
One day that's going to be me here on.
We gotta make that happen.
Be there at the end. They're going to be like, dude, talking's there.
One
day, someday. JTN asking why we were waiting. Is the Monday stream starting 6 as usual? As always. As always, it'll start at 6. Well, not a great board for either one of these, but Danny here will strong advantage to be able to bet at it first. Terry just gonna go, not for me.
Yeah, no heart and no real backdoor options there besides the runner Jack 10. So she's gonna let go of it, and Danny Bird gonna pick up a pot there. Still sitting at a 2-to-1. Chip disadvantage. Dollar bills slung out onto the table. So looks like we've got some appreciation coming in for our dealers here.
Absolutely. Make sure to take care of your dealers after a tournament. appreciate any of the love you have to give. And if you have some love to give here on this fine evening, you can do so through the super sticker and super chat function. Greg saying we need a double board bomb pot to end this. Yeah, you know, he's got a point there. It's a good way to end a tournament. If you get, it's kind of like a tiebreaker, just a series of heads up, all in bomb pots.
Yeah, like ultimate high or something, so that nobody
yeah.
can chop it. Yeah.
That would be an interesting way, like if you're trying to approach a chop and you're trying to say like you run it out for like $200 just to be like sickos, like chop it up, but like no, wait, we got to do an ultimate board bomb pot for the 200 on top. Like, if we go heads up, that's what we have to do.
If you and I ever end up heads up at a final table, then absolutely, it's happening.
Yeah, because we've spoken into existence now.
Yeah. The tournament.
Hey,
All right.
thank you.
Yeah, the tournament director will just be like, wait, what? What do you want to do? You want to run what? This is Hold'em.
Yeah, they're like, what are you guys are sickos. All right, there's King 3 versus 10-3. Let's see if we get a board that connects with each. We got bird betting after the Terry check. Still trying to get that board. Okay, 7-4-4. Bird here just with the king high in the backdoor clubs in position. Says, let's go. Pops it down. Let's see here in the chat. He's saying the signal looks like the Batman signal.
The Birdman signal.
The Birdman. That is the Birdman signal.
He's trying to put up the signal to call himself in to win this tournament, as he is in the big blind here. Terry on the button in the small blind, putting in a raise with the Jack 9, getting a call. 2 mystery cards here as we go heads up to a flop here. Jack 9 deuce. Terry with top 2.
Oh boy.
Danny reaching for chips, though. He's going to lead out for a sizable wager. I think that was 3 orange chips. Yeah, 75K here.
Scanning.
Oh,
What do you
scanning.
got there, Danny?
Wow.
Oh, he's got a bet on it all in and a quick call. We still know what in the world does Danny have here.
What
Trying to
could
see it.
he have? The way that went, it's either a set of deuces or a flush, one would presume. Something in that ballpark.
Or maybe he just had the naked ace of spades with a pair.
The Jack deuce. Oh my God, he got top and bottom against top. Or top 2.
Oh, poor bird.
That's
Danny's
GG.
been eliminated, but that means Terry is the winner.
Wow.
Our pick to click. Been rooting for to get it done.
Victorious Terry taking it down.
Yes.
Wow.
W here on a Sunday, and gonna take home almost $1,700. Great tournament final day. I think one of the better ones we've had in quite a while, because we had some really hands colliding. We had good action. We had the cooler between the aces and the kings and the queen jack. This final table had everything here tonight, including you hopefully hitting that like button before the night is done. Top 2 versus top and bottom is how it ends. And Terry getting all the money. That's how we'd like to see it. But
Now we play mixed.
Getting it done and starting up the mixed game. So getting us tagged in here for all of us D-Gens that like to go and play a whole bunch of different games. So that's going to do it here for us here on TCH Live Sunday edition. Terry Hatcher collecting all the chips and, really doing a good job of getting those all stacked up nicely. I'm imagining that she wants a photo op here, but she's also doing a little bit of work for the floor staff as well.
So again, thank you to our floors, Timmy, Dustin, Tim and Dustin running the tournament here today, and our dealers, Carolyn, Aaron. My name is Mike Yamba. Join us for episode 100 tomorrow. And in the words of the great Mike Sexton, as always, may all your cards be live and your pots be monsters. See you guys tomorrow night.
Good night, y'all.
That just ended. We're heads up. And
And it was the one hand that didn't scan right. I was so pissed. Because every other hand, the whole night scanned perfectly.
Except for like one other one, and it was just because it, like, there was no bad cards in that deck.
Mm-hmm.